Hi, my name is Armando Perez Carreño, and today we'll be talking about how to add the Messenger chat plugin to your website. It's going to be an interesting and quick tutorial. So, if you have any questions, let me know here in the comments below or on the right if you're on your computer. And let's talk about the Messenger chat plugin. First of all, what is the Messenger chat plugin? It enables you to have a real live messenger on your website, on any page of your website. So it's great if anyone's visiting your website, they can see a little bubble on the bottom right, and if they click it, then they start an immediate conversation with your Facebook page directly without having to leave your website. How about that? So, if you are watching this and know of anyone who can take advantage of this information, please share and like, comment, etc. If you have any questions, let me know. And of course, if you're listening, let me know if you can hear me well, if everything's fine with the audio, with the image. We're testing a new setup here. And for those of you who don't speak English, we have a little message in the bottom here. If you want information in Spanish, we'll have it in facebook.com/. Academia Ads. Para los que están viéndolo en español, si tienen dudas y quisieran ver más información, principalmente en español, lo pueden ver en la página de facebook.com/Academia Ads. Aquí vamos a estar transmitiendo en inglés porque el sitio web también está en inglés en la parte de Pérez Carreno, así que bienvenidos también. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let me just see if I can share my screen so I can show you how this works. It's pretty simple. You'll just have to create a little snippet of code that you'll add to your website in two special places. And one little thing that most people forget, and that's the question that I get asked most often, and I'll let you know what that is in a little. Okay, we're back. So let's talk about the Messenger Chat plugin. Basically, it's a little tool that helps you put the Messenger inbox or just the Messenger inside your website so that if people want to ask you something about your products, about your services, about your company, they don't have to fill in any information. They don't have to fill out any contact form. They can simply click on the little icon on the bottom right of the screen and they'll start a conversation with your Facebook page, which you can, of course, check on your mobile phone and answer them promptly. Or, even better, if you have a bot, a messenger bot linked to your page, then they'll get the information right away before anyone else noticing. So that's a great feature to have on your website. We get lots and lots of messages from people that get on our website and they're looking at articles and they see a little box and it pops up and says, "How can we help you?" So it's simple for them. They'll just sometimes they just pop in and say hi. That's how great it works, really. And then some people ask for information, of course, which is great, especially if you follow up promptly with them. So I'll show you in a minute how this works. It's really simple. What we'll do is share the screen. Right now, you should be seeing my screen. So what we're seeing is just a basic, everyday Facebook page. This one's in Spanish, but it's just for a test that we did. And what you have to do is first go into your settings, which is in the top right of your page. So let me just do that over here next to help. If you click on the button that says settings up there, it'll take you to this page. And what you want to do is go down to where it says Messenger platform. Down here, it's maybe the seventh or sixth option. Just click on that and it will give you a few different options. Now, down here is really what you want to see. Let's go down, 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 and then you'll see this is a new feature. It came out not too long ago. It's called the Customer Chat plugin. It was in a beta a little while back, but now it's available for practically everyone. So you just have to click there where it says set up and it'll pop up a little screen with a tutorial here and then you can just follow along. It says add messenger to your website. So just click on that and then you'll see this little preview of how it will look. So let me just drag this a little to the right so I can see it. And if, as you can see here, you can change the language. If you want it in English or in another language, you can do that. And then you can change the greeting. Right now it says, "Hi, how can we help you?" If you want that, if you're good with that, then leave it as is. Or you can click change and then you can write whatever message you want. So, hey, what's up? You can do that if you like. Just press save, and that's how your little button will show in the bottom right. Now, if you click next, then you'll see how it opens. And if it opens like this, then you'll see this little preview information where you do the setup, and then you can see you can tell the platform what to tell customers to expect, if you're gonna answer immediately or if it's gonna take a little while, etc. You can do that if you want. You can change the colors if you want as well. Hello, Giselle. How are you? I can see the message back here in the page. If you want custom colors, just click here and then just select another color like red here, so it's more aligned with the page if you want, and then you just simply click next. Usually you go with the same color that Facebook uses because people are used to seeing the Messenger logo in blue, but if you want, of course, you can do it in your own color. Now that you've done this, this is important. You have to add, and this is the thing I mentioned before, you have to add a domain here. So if your website is mywebsite.com, then you would have to write mywebsite.com and save it. If you don't, then it won't work. A lot of people ask me, what happens if I'm doing a test website and it's not on a server yet? Why isn't it working? Well, if you don't put a domain name there, then it won't appear because it has to have a publicly facing domain name so that Facebook can allow it. And the reason for this is very simple. Facebook doesn't want anyone else to be able to put your page plugin on their website without your permission. That's as simple as it is. So here's what you gotta do. If you already added your domain name, don't forget that. You can add the domain name, and then you'll just have to click here where it says copy to clipboard, and you can see the instructions here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit up here, and let's see if I can make the page larger. If you have any questions of what I'm doing here, let me know. Okay, so let's just make it bigger so you can see better. Here it says, insert it directly after the opening body tag and on each page where you want the plugin to appear. So if you can see here, what it's doing essentially, you don't have to read code, but it's good to know. It's loading the SDK, which needs something. It's like a little, it's an extra code that it needs in order to run any Facebook special code. So it'll load the SDK for your website, and then down here is the actual chat plugin code, which is just one of the many features that the Facebook SDK code has. So what you do is just click on copy to clipboard. That's all you have to do. You click it there, it'll go green, and then you can go to your website and add it. It's that simple. So if you have a website, it'll look something like this. If you're looking at the code, of course, this is just a test, and then just to show you what the structure of a website usually is. And this is something probably your developer will do, so the person in charge of your website. It'll be very easy for them. If you don't understand any of this, just tell whoever manages your website and they'll help you out. It's very, very simple to do. Diana Romero says in Spanish, hola, va a quedar grabado. Sí, Diana, yes, it will be recorded. Diana, sí va a quedar grabado esto que estoy diciendo. Aquí va a estar en la página de Armando. It'll be in the page of Perez Carreno and also in Academia Ads because apparently it's shared over there as well. So down here, what we see is just a basic boilerplate of what you would see on a website. Pretty straightforward. You have the HTML, which is just the whole document, and then the head, usually that's where you insert scripts, things like that, and then the style, and then down here the actual body of the website. You can see here it says your page, there's a title there and then a paragraph. So what the instructions said here were basically just copy this directly after the opening body tab. So what it means is if this is the body tab, you can see it's opening, down here it's closed. So directly after it, I'll just paste it, Command V on a Mac, Control V on Windows, and that's it. That's all you have to do. If it's a one-page website, you do that, you save it, and that's it. It'll work without any problems if, of course, you added the domain here. If you didn't, it won't work. I can't show you, then you just click finish, of course. I can't show you how it would look here in this example because of course this is just a test. It's not on a website, but I'll show you on a page that actually has it so you have an idea. So basically that's it. That's just it. You just copy and paste it inside the body tag, and then after that it'll work. That's simple enough. And just as a reference, here, let me just show you. If you forget, and I'm gonna pop up my screen here. If you forget to add the domain, which I've seen a lot of people do, if you forget to add the domain and it doesn't work, that's the first thing you have to check. If it doesn't work, go ahead and check your domain to see if you added it. If you didn't add it, then just let's go to the screen, and below where we had the customer chat plugin set up, it should appear, let's see, up here or a little higher. Sometimes they move around here. It says whitelisted domains. So if you click here where it says whitelisted domains, you can add your website there. For example, if my website were academiaads.com, I would have to save it. And then, okay, it says you have to add it completely. So https://academiaads.com. And then that way it'll work on that particular website. So I'll show you how it works in a little bit. Let me just check the messages. Diana, va a quedar grabado, sí, ok, ya nos dijeron por ahí. Y gracias, saludos. Y si fuera por WordPress, ¿dónde se pone? Okay, so this question is good as well. Diana is saying, if I'm using WordPress instead of a simple just HTML coded website, then how would I do it? And that's a great question. We do most of our websites on WordPress, and it's pretty simple as well. Since you saw that it was just immediately after the body tag, there's different ways of doing it. Usually on a WordPress website, what you want to do is make sure that whatever you're loading will load on every page on your website, not just on one page. So it's not that a good idea to just copy this code and paste it on one of your pages, because it'll be a mess. You have to add it to all of your pages, and then it will take you a long time and it won't be scalable. So what you want to do is make sure that you either use a plugin like the snippets. There's a snippets plugin that you can add. It's very useful. You can then just add a little code that adds whatever you want to the body of every page on your website. That's one way to do it. That's something we do a lot with different little tools or snippets we need. Just look for the plugin snippets on WordPress. That's a way to do it. Most of the themes, if you bought a WordPress theme, should have a section, maybe inside appearance, where you see the theme options. Many themes now have a little section there that says add extra code or add additional code to the head or to the body. You can then paste this code as well if you want to do it that way. Or you can do a little more advanced, which is how we do it, is installing Google Tag Manager, which is free. It's another process. We won't go into it right now, but basically you just install Google Tag Manager. There's a plugin for that, WordPress plugin. You can install it, configure Tag Manager, which is free, and then you can just add this code as an element in Google Tag Manager, and it'll load on all your pages. Notes. You need a special code or a variation of the code for it to work on Google Tag Manager because of the syntax. We have an article that we can share here if you want, where we show the exact code. And there's also a tutorial in Spanish where we show you how to do it using Google Tag Manager, which would be my recommendation for WordPress sites as well. So that's important. Now I'm going to show you how it will look on a website. I'm going to try to share my screen here. And let's open academiaads.com, and it should open the little icon on the bottom. Maybe I will cover it with my face. So down here. Okay, so this is a website. You see the menu on top. Then you see there's advice via email. You see there's courses, etc. And then we'll scroll, and there it is. Did you see a little box right here that says, hey, how can I help you today? that is the Messenger chat plugin. So if someone were to click here and they're logged in on Facebook, then they can talk with the page automatically in that particular moment. And if they had a conversation originally with the page, there it would be, or they can just start talking. Hello. And of course, I will get that notification on my phone and can continue the conversation via Messenger directly. And I don't need to install any third party plugins. I don't need to pay for another live chat service or anything like that. It's just here it is, Pages. So here you go. You're gonna see that's me responding from the phone. So that's how it works. Messenger chat plugin, customer plugin. It's very simple to use. Share this if you know of someone that can take advantage of this information, or your friends if they have their websites, they want to get more people, more traffic to talk to them. Make sure you mention that you saw how to install the customer chat plugin on your website using Facebook Messenger. You can just share this or comment, or you can tag someone if you want, and that way they can see it as well. I hope you enjoyed this talk where we mentioned how we can do this. Here is the link, Messenger and Tu Página Web. It's in Spanish, but for those of you who have the trouble of wanting to install it in WordPress and want to use the Google Tag Manager, you can use that link. Of course, it's in Spanish right now, but we'll put the code up with the article that goes with this particular video that we're doing right now. So I hope you really enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.